Well, hopefully that will work a little bit better. But as you can see, Tessa is really understanding something's going on. Yeah, she was wary long before I put the camera in, so it's not the camera as such, but that's probably got her thinking a little bit as well. But yeah, I want you to understand that you may not need to start when they're little using a hook. A little bite from a little one is of no big deal. But when they're getting to a bit bigger and to Tessa's size, you can start to feel it a little bit. And as much as I really hate the hook, unfortunately, I don't want to get bitten, guys. And I don't think anybody really chooses to get bitten by a snake if they can avoid it. And if it takes using the hook, then use it. If you use it properly and in the right manner, it isn't going to hurt your snake at all. I'm not sure whether I should start because I think I've got somebody turning up. So I'll just put this on delay and I'll get back. Hi. Well, I guess the first part is getting the camera in, getting that kind of set to where you might be able to see how good that leans against the log. And as you can see, she's well and truly knowing that something's afoot here in the enclosure and it's not a meal. And that's more about what I have to let this young girl know, is that I'm not opening up always to give her something to eat. And I really believe to some degree that's a little bit of Tessa's behaviour. She is a snake that loves her food, guys, and is, as I've said, it's just a good eater. And unfortunately, that is what I feel she associates. That door slides, a rat comes in and she gets to eat. And I'm trying as best I can to make her realise that isn't always going to be the way. So I could be here for an hour talking to you and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to move her little head around. I have to stand up here, which, as I said, this is not the best way to get a snake out that is like Tessa. And I'm looking forward to when she's down lower. I think this is going to make this easier for her and me. She goes straight up the moment I bring her out. I love the fact she's on this side because she can't get over to that side so easy and climb up onto those branches that I've got. But once I sort of get her moving a little bit, it's not too bad to get her out. I just kind of keep the hook there so that she realises she can't kind of get my hand. But once I've kind of got a hand on her, she's not too bad, guys. As you can see, she's not really interested in swinging around and having a go at me. And now, because she's getting longer, she also knows that she can hook her tail, and that works for her, and it gives her a strong hold, as you can see down here. And all I've got to do is kind of wiggle her a little bit and get that tail going, and then I've got to get it really quick, otherwise she will hook it again. So now I've got to get you guys out and keep my eye on her a little bit. Not too much, guys. As I said, once I get her out, she's pretty good. It's just that when I am slow, it's when I cop a nip, and it's not pleasant anymore with Sia. I got Sia on the brain because I'm thinking about her needing a poo. But once I've got Tessa out, she's pretty good. In my hands, she's pretty good. If I give her some freedom, such as on the... Sorry, I'm opening my door as I always do. When I've given her freedom, if I put her down on the jungle gym, anything like that, that is when Sia thinks she's got the power because she's got the freedom of movement. And that's when I will cop it from her. Smart snake, isn't it? Like, really, she says, well, you haven't got hold of me, so I'll get you. And you're not taking me off here. Now, this is going to be a little bit difficult. It's going to be a lot difficult. So I'm going to have to point you everywhere and anywhere while I grab this blanket. And I've got this on a selfie stick thing. So sorry, guys, while I grab this. But I like a blanket to lay on. Whoa, there you go. And I will get over into a nice sunny spot. It's just after midday here. As I said, that's the best time of the day. As you can see, she knows also what we're doing. And I think it's Snake's best time of the day too. But, you know, getting back to the hooks, essential, hang on, I'll do a flip screen here. She's also darkening up as well, and going back into shed, so that sometimes doesn't help snakes and their moods either. There you go, just resting quite comfortably on Mum at this particular point. Not that I can see her, the sun's glaring right on the screen, but you know, it's not necessary with every snake that comes into your life. You know, I've had bubs that are just so open and willing to just climb up onto your hand and be with you. And you know those snakes are pretty much already predispositioned to be accepting of you. And make the most of that, guys. When a snake is like that with you, from the very start, take the opportunity to develop that bond with them from the word go. Unfortunately, I didn't get that opportunity with Tessa, which may have made a world of difference if I'd been able to get her a lot younger and start working with her a lot younger, bless her, doing a little periscope down there. I mean, she is sweet, don't get me wrong, she's grumpy, she's sweet, she's all those things rolled into one. Yeah, getting back to, you know, I didn't get that opportunity, so I've had to, you know, I've had Tessa for a while, and it's just taking a while for me to earn that trust. With some, it's just so easy, and I think you can get complacent and say to yourself that they're all going to be just so easy. And I'm realising that they're not all so easy, and Tessa is not the easy girl at all. So she's not letting go of my hand right now. She's keeping a good grip on that. She's just... I love it, guys. Just that intelligent looking snake when they are periscoping, and that's not to say that they're not intelligent when they're not periscoping, because they are intelligent. And she can hear someone banging and clanging over there, but you know, snakes are in their element when they're outside. I don't need a hook out here. I only need that hook when I get her out, and I sometimes have to use it when I'm getting her off the jungle gym, and hence why I'm not letting her climb up into the hangout spaces or anywhere too hard. And she's got the upper hand She knows what she's doing up there on those climbing spaces. I don't have the agility that she has to move and wrap and grip and whatever, and I've only got 2 hands, so she's just looking. I hope I've got the camera on her. It's very difficult for me to see you, Tessa. Hey? You're just going to scope the place first before you decide where you're going to go. Hey? I haven't got hold of her. She's just got hold of me. And if you think about it, you see, about bringing your snakes outside. I'm just getting some hair out of my face. It's not really windy, but yeah, hair's blowing in my eyeballs here. This is when they'll be a little bit more reliant on you too, for safety, you know, to stick kind of close until they get bigger. And of course, I'm trying to find her. I can't find her. Oh, there she is. Till they get bigger and they feel more confident, they can tend to stay closer to you. And if they're doing that, then you know how they're feeling about you. That you are their safe person. That they do want to be with you. For a snake, it wants to grab me the moment I open up her enclosure to, you know, I'm a safe person outside, until she feels comfortable. Oh, my dogs are going to bark because there's people yapping across the road in cars. Unfortunate. Jed! So hooks are certainly something that you may need, but I don't want it to just be an automatic with every snake, because it doesn't need to be. It is just some snakes need it to be. So, and Tessa, unfortunately, is one of those need bees. So, and it sure beats them biting us, as you know. Nobody wants that. And now that Tessa is getting bigger, those bites aren't so sweet. And I'm not saying that they're terrible, but I still don't want to get one from her. I'd survive it, you know, no worries about that, but it's not nice. And ultimately, if you really want to know, I would much rather get a bite from Tessa than a bite from a big dog in the end, if you want to put it like that. Yeah, give me Tessa any day. But, yeah, I wanted to get her out, and I wanted to be out in the sunshine. This is all a part of my relationship with her as well. Gives her, again, freedom, and as you can see, she is just growing, guys. Like, honestly, man, I cannot believe how long she is. You know, she's not fat. She's beautiful sized, you know, girth and a head and everything. I keep saying, no, I'm not overfeeding her. I know I'm not overfeeding her to make her a big girl. I'm not. I am never been one of those people to overfeed. I just get very, I guess, healthy, great growing snakes is how I put it. And they just do well. And I'm glad that they do with me. You know, Jesse has just, oh, he's unbelievable. Truly, he is the one that has totally surprised me the most with his growth rate. And then, of course, there comes Tessa. And then you have a mare, you know, who is slower, just much slower, you know, but all the rest are just booming along. So that was all my video was, and just to get Tessa out and just to say to you, don't always reach for the hook. And if you do have a bub that is a little bit nippy, keep on putting your hand in. Take a few nips. They eventually stop when they realise that hand hasn't moved and it's not going away because it's biting you. And they slowly but surely just give it up. And they give it up because then they realise, but that thing that came in wasn't hurting me either. So if you have to take a few bites when they're little, do it. Don't use the hook. But of course, if they're Tessa size, then yes, absolutely. And just use it to move their head away. Redirect them from what they're thinking, which is, I'm going to get you. Because then what they do is, you know, I don't want a snake to be terrified of a hook either. That's not the purpose of the hook. And some can really get narkier because of this hook. So use it wisely. Just redirect their head. While their head is redirected, reach in with your hand and get them out. And look at this girl go. Totally go. Now, is that a climber or what? And I don't want to go in, although it is not hot, guys, up there at all. The sun isn't that hot at the moment, but I don't want her going in to the springs. She can go up on the trampoline. You can go on the oh sorry, I'm not even pointing at her because I was concentrating on her. You can go on the trampoline, but you're not going in the springs. That would be stupid stuff. Okay, there we go. But otherwise, believe me, she'll make it up there all by herself. As does Lily, who's a lot bigger. She can certainly sort herself out and get up there. So guys, yeah, I'll turn it off because you know, I could film them outside all day for you and let you see where they go and what they're doing, and of course me getting up and down and chasing them and finding out where they are and so forth. But as I said, they very rarely, I'm just getting rid of the bird poop, darling, alright? Although it's all dry and what have you. But as you can see, she's not a scaredy cat at all. She loves this. Don't you, Tess? Alright guys, take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of your snakes, take care of all of your animals. They are precious, and we should be very, very humbled that they let us be in their lives. Care for them, and they will love you unconditionally, even this girl. Ciao.